So the standard interface with the standard program write entity data, a post exit will get executed using this enhancement, and within this there will be a call to the BRF plus function. So this is the coding part of this development. Now once this is done, we'll return to the BRF plus. Now again in the BRF plus we have created a function which is called as derive marc mrp pp. So we know that this is a standard naming convention. The entity type along with the derive has to be used in capital letters. So to create a function, so the function is already created, and then in this after the function is defined, we then need to define the data object. So we need to add the existing data object to this function so that we are able to use the values within the structure. So using this option add existing data object, we have added the standard structure, which is basically the structure for the plant specific MRP data. So this plant specific MRP data contains the MRP type and MRP group values that we need to derive. So this gets determined by using a object query. So in object query we can keep the application, and then in the data object we can select the structure, and in the name we can then define the search option for the plant specific MRP data. So we get a list of all the plant specific structures, and in this we will then select our relevant structure. So this is how we have selected the data object for building the function. Now we'll use this structure for creating the rule set. So in assign rule set, let's create a new rule set. So we'll call this as with a standard naming convention, we'll call this rule set underscore derive, and then let's say so we'll copy this. So this is the standard name, so we copy this rule, and let me also qualify this with an identifier. Being a training system, there may be other rule sets. So and then we say create and navigate to object. Now within the definition of the rule set, we go to the rule set header, and now in the rule set header we will first assign the variable. So under the heading variable we will then select our element which we have already defined in the previous step and basically we also need to define a table object, as I said earlier. So first let's define the table object. So how do we define? We go to create, and then in the drop down option we select table, and similarly we can define this with a naming convention table underscore uh, table of values. Let's call this with a simple name. So this is the definition of the table object, table of values.